What is good, legends? Give it a minute for my tablet to catch up. How's it going, folks? Make sure my sound is okay. Sorry for the feedback you're going to get in a second. All right, well, it's as good as it's going to get. Did splurge and order a new pair of Bluetooth earbuds with a microphone. Should be coming in this week. We got GP in the house, Megadog's in the house, Ozark's Great Adventure swung by, so did Chew. Carolus, of course, in the house. Mama Bird is here. I'm really hoping that Joseph Knowlton makes it in today. So Joseph specifically requested a full bottle of Bubbles live stream, so that's what we're going to do today. Plow Dog is in the house. Welcome, pal. Thank you, Careless. Appreciate you. If not, Joseph is probably the only person that actually goes in and watches replays of my live stream. So yeah, I have not tested the sluice yet. I scrambled to get things set up. We got leaves falling everywhere. A bit of a windy day today. So hopefully this thing is fairly straight enough to run properly. The leaves in the pool is a nice fall touch. Yeah. I wonder if they'll float on the bubbles. We're going to find out soon enough. So the sluice does look a little good on camera, but it's not. I've actually got the camera angled today. We've had to move the live stream location around a little bit in planting my fall grass seed, right? So for some reason, a pool full of water on top of fresh grass seed doesn't work well. Who'd have thought? All right, so we'll get this thing fired up, get some bubbles going. There we go, looking good. A little bit of bubblage there. Worked the first time. You'd think I'd actually done this before. Love Our Toy Pups is in the house. Joseph is connecting his Bluetooth. Welcome, Joseph. I'm glad you can make it. We are doing the full bottle edition just for you, buddy. So if we're going to squeeze a full bottle of bubbles into here today, we better start heavy and we better start early. And we are rocking my favorite grapefruit and citrus bubbles today. We're off to a start. I have no idea if adding a full bottle is actually going to make a whole bunch of more bubbles, but there's only one way to find out. I don't know if the bubbles kind of hit a max and stop. It is, I've had some wind ripping through here, so we're going to have leaves falling in the bubbles, probably bubbles flying everywhere, who knows. John P. Adventures is in the house. Welcome, pal. P&K Golden Coins, good to see you, my friend. That smells absolutely fantastic. Lenny J uses jet dry. I use jet dry as well for, when I'm panning or when I'm inside. And I highly recommend jet dry, but when we're outside here like this, the first live stream I did, I accidentally added too much bubbles and folks seem to like it. So we've been doing it ever since. Kenneth in the house, welcome. Welcome to the Birdman. putting off yard work. I've been putting off a lot of stuff. I've been, between actually working a regular working job and I've been doing a lot of fishing, getting ready for deer hunting. I got my stand all cleared out back. Been pretty busy. It's always busy in the fall. Plus, getting ready for the dreaded snow that's about to come sooner or later. Had all the screens out of my windows. I keep the one in the bedroom because I sleep with my window open. But other than that, took all the screens out, washed all the windows. But yeah, all right. Bubbles are bubbling. I don't think I've ever seen the water in my tailings bucket pink before. So that's new. Blue teeth are connected. Carry on. Rick Hay is in the house. Welcome, Rick. Good to see you, pal. Yeah, that wind's a little bit intense, and it's coming right from my back, which is north. Five-year-old 10-point. That's a beauty. It's been years and years since I've harvested a really big buck, and I don't really, I love my nets year every year, and so obviously for eating, the big mature ones aren't, they're still good, but they're not as good. I like the, little 6-pointers or that size. I do have a doe tag this year, but all the does that I have on camera right now all have fawns on them, so I won't take a doe that's over fawns. Troubled one is in the house. Welcome, buddy. It is kite flying weather there. Yeah, I did that careless. I got my duck pond in the back, and it freezes every winter, and I used to put out corn for them around the house. It was like 30, 35 or 37 one year as well. And then I got Rigby, and he goes absolutely nuts when he sees them. And so I kind of had to stop feeding them around the house. Joseph's interested in if I'm going to have to raise the camera over top the bubbles. So, all right. Well, I guess we should start feeding some concentrates. This is just your typical, probably a day and a half worth of prospecting. 2 buckets worth. All right, everything seems to be moving nicely. We are running at a 10-degree pitch. I tested that when I set it up. Looking good. Carol's running out to disconnect her hose reel. I'm lucky. Mine is my main hose. I have one on the back that I disconnect, but my main hose is actually inside the garage. So I do keep it drained, but I don't disconnect it. Mark's Asylum's in the house. Welcome. Busby is in the house. Good to see you, Busby. Busby lives pretty rural as well. I've been doing a crazy amount of fishing lately. Almost every day I've been out except for today. It is my favorite time of year because no matter what I want to do, whether it's fishing or hunting or prospecting, I can do it. So I do need to get a couple more prospecting trips in before the river freezes over. It was like warning shots fired here the other morning. We had frost on the lawn. Stony Creek Spark Chasers in the house. Good to see you, buddy. It is. It's really peaceful out in the country here. Wendy Jane Watson is in the house. Hey, Wendy, how's it going? All the way from over in Scotland. All right, so at least the water in the tailings bucket isn't pink anymore. We'll have to do something about that. Ah, Busby, you got one of those, what's that site? You get a little deed to a tiny plot in Scotland. You get to call yourself a Scottish lord. I bought that for my dad for Christmas one year. He loved it. Alaskan Assassin is in the house. Good to see you, pal. Pulling the bubbles out like us Canadians put maple syrup on our pancakes. Yeah, trouble. I don't know if it's a scam or not. They printed, it's a 2 foot by 2 foot plot, right? So, Dad got his little certificate, and at the end of the day, they say it's certified. It's not like you can build a tiny home on it or anything. Although it would be funny if someone actually tried to do something like that, even like put a dollhouse on it or something. I think it was like $5 extra, and they plant a tree on it for you or something like that, if I remember right. Oh, smokes! That escalated quickly. Paul C is in the house. Stuart, the fish whisperer, my friend, is in the house. That wind was nasty with the bubbles. Damn, Fish on Adventures is in the house as well. Good to see you, brother. Joseph liked that. I thought he would. That was intense. I can hear the wind picking up. Just regular camp, calling Stonyville, maybe a day and a half's worth of prospecting. So 2 full speed penned 5-gallon pails worth. Well, what we prospectors call full, right? Outdoor Wally's in the house. Good to see you, pal. 38. Carol's just a young pup. Figured we'd come out and do this with the full bottle of bubbles today, because I know you never know when the weather is going to turn this time of year, and I don't know how often I'm going to be able to run the big guy, so take advantage of it. These cons are actually from this year, so they will count towards my yearly total, which I've actually been kind of slacking, to be honest with you. I've been doing so much other stuff other than prospecting lately. Now, that's not what you want to look down and see, a tick crawling on you. I freaking hate those things. Christina Payne is in the house. Welcome. Ranch is here. Good to see you, pal. Yeah, it gives me, you know what, Careless, and you get one on you and you see it, and then you spend the next like friggin' 4 hours thinking there's one everywhere. Not only are the ticks bad this year, which the ticks are the worst, but we also have those damn Japanese beetles, the ones that look like ladybugs, and those bastards that get under your collar and they pinch. I hate those things. All right, swap out that tailings bucket. I should remember to bring a towel today. I don't have to use my shirt or my jeans for once. Yeah, we've got the stink bugs too. Not as many though, but we have them. Curly Express is in the house. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know either, Wally. I thought about putting food coloring in one time just for fun, but then I'm worried all my gear is gonna get change colors, right? Yeah, Reg, that's what editing's for, brother. You have no idea how much stupid crap I do that never makes the camera. Wrench, you absolute legend. 10 entries for the Wrenchmeister. You just made the list, pal. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Prizes for the next giveaway, of course, will be Troubled One painters, custom-made painters. Tomcat Josh is in the house. Welcome, pal. Good to see some new faces coming in too. So we've officially got half a bottle in there of dish soap. I'll be going back to sit in my deer stand behind the house and probably be bubbles floating through the field. Prairie Prospecting is in the house. Welcome. Ah, Stony, you're not new, pal. It's good to take a break every once in a while. I've got about 3 prospecting videos in the queue to edit, and I've been so busy fishing that I just haven't had the time. And it's like, because you just know the weather's going to suck soon, and you're not going to be able to go fishing, or you're going to be limited as to how often I can go fishing or hunting or whatever. I just really, really want to take advantage of the nice days while we have them. Run the bubbles up, Rich? I would have been proud. See, luckily for me, I don't have any real neighbors, right? I have, I got a neighbor across the road. So he's about 100 yards down that way, and then his house is about, I don't know, 200-300 yards back off the road. So that's pretty much my closest neighbor, and then I have one about half a mile down the road that way. But this guy here, I was setting this up this afternoon, and he decided today was a good day to sight in his deer rifle. Scared the living crap right out of me. Car wash of bubbles, I definitely approve. Yeah, I mean, I've lived in town, and I had, before I moved out here, I had a little, like a semi-detached, right? And I got lucky that my neighbor beside me was a good guy, but the guy across the road was a total a-hole. Absolutely couldn't stand that guy. Stony, come on now. We do have stricter gun laws than you guys, but pretty much everybody has stricter gun laws than you guys. But yeah, I don't know what direction he was shooting in, because I guess his house, like I said, it's about 300 yards or so off the road. So he was probably shooting sideways into the bush beside his house. So the muzzle blast was pretty intense. I mean, he's only, 300, if you were to draw a line diagonal, probably 350 yards away, and his lawn is all open. Oh, man. Jump right under my shoes. Chasing Miss Charlie is in the house. Welcome, Charlie. Good to see you. I mean, you live in a good spot when you hear a gunshot and like that, someone's sighting in their rifle, and it's not like a drive-by or something. Yeah, Charlie, we're doing a full bottle of bubbles edition. Came at a good time. We're halfway through. We had a pretty decent wind gust come up. I thought I was gonna get faced by the bubbles, but I didn't yet. Take care, Busby. Thanks for swinging by, my friend. Appreciate you. Saw Aquadonkey's live for a bit earlier, panning out that awesome Cove repeater. I think it was a 3 gram bag with, I think it had some freaking chunkers in it. That was a nice gold. Unfortunately, barring any miracles, we're not going to see that today. Not here anyway. Rocky Mountain Brad is in the house. Welcome, pal. So we did unfortunately have to pull the stream back half an hour. Last week I was scrambling. We were starting to lose daylight, so Figured I'd start it half an hour earlier than usual. And then on top of that, we're going to get the time change coming in a couple of weeks, which absolutely sucks. That's the worst part of being a deer hunter. Um, the time change actually happens uh, the night of deer hunting, so opening day. So you don't actually, I never get that extra hour of sleep. But of course, in the spring when it comes around, I lose the hour, and I feel that. To make my bolt size as big as you want, I guess you could hang the camera a little closer to the bolt. I did find those nice pickers, the other string from the bottom of that 45-gallon drum. That was cool. I'll definitely, next time, I've got another drum and a half at the camp in the shed. I'll definitely try that again. That was fun. That stream, I don't know if you were there still, it was classified, and I just ran the bigger stuff because it was in the bottom of a big 45-gallon drum. So we only found we were only looking for the plus 10 mesh stuff. And we did find 3 nice pickers, which were still small, but it all adds up. There we got there. Yeah. Yeah, we have some pretty good rules at camp. It's my camp, so I kind of make the rules. But the guys and gals give their input as well. Um, the deck and the fire pit are phone-free zones. Everywhere else it's fair game. We do have guys that have like one guy's in sales, so he has to be available. The reception absolutely sucks at camp anyway, so it's all mostly text and email. I've had a lot of folks that have at the camp that have offered to chip in to buy one of those cell phone boosters. So I will be buying one when I do retire. I plan to retire to the camp. I'll be buying one then, but I absolutely refuse to put one up. And a couple of guys got mad at me, and I told them to pound sand if they didn't like it. Search of gold. Philip, good to see you, pal. Vester's here. Hey, hello, Flan. But yeah, we're trying to keep people. Oh, that was intense. Some big gusts coming through here. Yeah, they used to be kind of that way around here. GP, more people were involved, with the with camps and stuff. Um, it's not a holiday, but there's still a lot of kids that go missing from school that are out hunting and stuff like that. Let's just say the teachers around here don't hand out a lot of assignments and homework during those 2 weeks, especially opening week. So one thing I do find that kind of stinks. So everyone pays dues, and the dues for camp kind of go towards all the food is provided, stuff like that. Um, Stuff for maintenance, not of the camp, because the camp is my personal cottage when it's not deer season. But maintenance like around the tree stands, replacing stuff, all that good stuff. For the older guys, I've got a couple of heated blinds, which is turning into an absolute crap show. With the younger folks all want a heated blind now, and I'm like, no, those are for the old guys. Stunt recap. That is a gold sluice. We are sluicing concentrates for gold. So the water runs through. You put your cons on, and the heavy gold sinks. It gets trapped in the matting, and then we pan it. Mark the senile detectorist. Welcome, pal. Awesome, Stuart. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. So new motor that this machine, the whole kit and caboodle, um, without this sluice head, that's from Flower Gold Wizards. I did buy this with the sluice head that goes with it, but this with a different sluice head, the pump, the hose, the leg kit and everything is about US. I think it's about somewhere between 200 and 250 bucks. Michael, how I see it. Good to see you, pal. Thank you so much for your super chat the other day, by the way, on the premiere. Because obviously I can't talk to you face to face during a premiere. I did put you down for your entries. You're an absolute legend, brother. It's more a hobby stunt recap. Um, I will say the machines probably pay for itself, but if I just applied the gold I found against the machine, but it doesn't pay for the gas and all the other stuff, right? And what you could be doing with that time elsewhere, but it's a hobby and a passion. It's something that I love doing personally. So it's a sluice in English. Yes, noob. Thanks. It is absolutely a sluice. I've got a few of these too. This is not my only one. But you guys have all seen my that are regulars here. Have seen my cleanup sluice that I ran last week. I've got a Dream Mat sluice as well. The Dream Mat is my favorite if I'm not running it motorized. The Dream Mat's my favorite to set up in the creek, just with the legs and such. I have seen those. Thanks, Stuart. Appreciate you, man. I have seen sluices built with wood like in the old days with the carpeting in them and stuff, and they work. I've seen also, it's never been big here in Canada, in most places, but in the U.S. they have, especially in drier places, they have the rocker boxes made out of wood with the carpeting in them, and those work really, really well. I always wanted to try building one of those, to be honest with you. I never built the rocker boxes. I haven't always felt if I went to the trouble of building one, I'd use it, and all the effort of rocking that thing back and forth all day, it'd probably never get used again. But I always wanted to try it, type of deal. Yeah, the owl and the troll, Bob. They're always in a different plane of reality, especially the garden gnome. Great live stream last night. Anything, by the way? Love seeing a young lad haul in that cat. Grandma Kelly's in the house. Yeah, the garden gnome kind of looks right through you sometimes. Oh, no worries. Bob enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. So I do have a fishing video coming out, anything, since you're here. And you, sir, are about to be challenged. I have a little birthday present headed your way. I hope you like frustration because it's part of fishing, and this is going to amplify it for you. So you will be challenged in my upcoming fishing video to fish with one of those micro pen rods, pal. Good luck. I haven't caught anything. That's the only thing I'm waiting for to finish the video. And that stupid rod is in the back of my truck. It's got line tangled all through the reel. It's been wrapped around. I can't cast it. I tried tossing it out by hand. Oh, what a piece of junk. But I mean, I don't know what you'd expect for 12 bucks. But. All right, we got 23 awesome people watching. I forgot my sticky notes inside, so we're going to pick a number, guys. One number only, between 1 and 50. If two people have the same number, that's fine. And if your number matches mine or is closest, you'll get an entry into the Big Tater giveaway coming up. So go ahead. I guess I probably should have brought my Sharpie out too instead of tracing it 50 times with my pen, but yeah, I don't know, GP, I don't think they floated. I think those are landers, but I still think it's kind of cool. So 5:25 p.m., Charlie, that's 8:25 my time. I'll be there for some of it. I'll certainly tune in, that's for sure. All right, guys, just give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. We'll pick that number and we'll continue sluicing, and we're going to add some more bubbles when I get back. Can't go through a whole bottle if we don't push her hard. Yeah, I'm a Kelly member for 3 months. My awesome only redneck member. I forgot to put the ducks in there. Not that it matters, because they're just going to disappear. Yeah, Joseph, I'm the same way. I've got way too many fishing poles. I think at last count I've got like 12 fishing poles. And realistically, I only ever use 3. Holy Alrighty. That number, if you guys can see it or not, is 22. Number is 22, folks. Jimmy Brown out, welcome. Well, you didn't hear me peeing, that's just the sluice. Plow Dog, right on the number with 22. Another entry for Plow Dog. There you go, pal. You just made the list. Like numero 30. Combino number 30. Thank you, sir. Gracias. We did choose numbers. Yeah, the number was 22, but stay tuned. We'll give away a couple more. Yeah, Grandma, it's a bad combination. You on Starlink and me on Starlink. Eesh. Water actually is turning a little pink. Beautiful day. We don't have too many of these left, man. You got to really take advantage. Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining about the Starlink. I had, so we have what they call ExploreNet out here, which is one of those where it can point towards, they run like broadcast towers, right? But if I wanted to install it, I would have had to put it in a big tower and or cut down a whole bunch of trees. So Starlink, and it works well. Especially, when I got it pointed correctly, it works really, really well. There's one point at about, I think about 1:32 in the morning where there's a gap in the satellites and I lose internet, which if you're uploading a YouTube video while you sleep, is not a good thing because it'll lose connection and crash and then your video just stalls. But other than that, no complaints. Like you said, it certainly beats the alternatives. I tried cellular internet out here. and we don't have good cellular service, so I had a booster and everything, and it was terrible and ridiculously expensive if you went over your data, which I obviously do. Almost there, almost a full bottle, but they've been blowing away as fast as I can build them up almost. Yeah, Musk has a lot of things on the go, I think. Did SpaceX ever end up rescuing those guys from the space station? I know they were sending up a mission to do that. I don't know if it happened yet or it's about to happen. Lisa Elliott, welcome. Crash is in the house. Welcome. Good to see you, pal. Yeah, that rocket is awesome. The one that goes back on the landing pad. I forget. Tom Kingery, welcome, pal. Yeah, there's bubbles scattered all throughout my backyard right now from flying off from the wind. Welcome back, Carlos. I hope your hose shenanigans went well. Welcome, Mars. Good to see you. I do not remember you, Mars, but fill me in. I'm sure I ran across you somewhere. She raked. That sounds like work. I have a leaf blower. If that doesn't take care of it, I can't be bothered. But I mean, that's the joys of living in the woods, right? Because I could just blow them off into the woods, and of course then the wind picks up and half of them blow back in the yard, but whatever. Four pans empty, 6 more to go. Crash, your email did come through. I'll get your Trump gold backs out to you. Rocky Mountain Brad, I got yours as well. I'm with Grandma. I just ignore them. They decompose and go away anyways. My favorites are the ones that land in the back of my pickup truck. So when I go this way down the gravel road, then I hit another gravel road, and then I hit a highway, not like a major highway, but a highway nonetheless, like paved highway. And then I get up to about 60, 70 miles an hour, and all the leaves start coming out the back of the truck, taking off a few folks down the road, but whatever. I figure it's my God-given right as a rural living, red-blooded Canadian to drive a pickup truck and spew leaves everywhere. Does pretty good with the snow, too. There's a first. I don't think I've ever had bubbles fly up and land on the sluice before. This is getting hazardous. I'm gonna get my safety glasses. Yeah, I got the big aggressive tires on it. And that was pretty cool, Megan. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed that. Stupid ladybugs. I shouldn't disparage the name of ladybugs. Those are actually Japanese beetles. Crash for $5, you absolute legend. 5 more entries for Crash for an awesome bag of troubled one pay dirt. You just made the list. Nice, Carlos. 3 months. Awesome. No worries, Carlos. I'll send a couple more. I may or may. I'll have to check my stash too. I got that package I need to send you anyway. I'll throw a couple more in there, but I may have some from. I'll have to check your community post. I know you posted the ones that I sent you, and I thought I had got some more since I had sent that out. So if I have any others that I've got duplicates of, I'll send them your way. Hey, Mark, good to see you. Yeah. So Customs nabbed the two pay dirts that I sent out. Customs nabbed them. Now it was my fault for. I don't want to say it's my fault, but I'm ridiculous. I'm one of those weirdos that's ridiculously honest with Customs. So I literally said gold pay dirt concentrates, and they sent them back for the make the paint organics. So those will be going out as polished rocks, which I guess the river did kind of polish them, so I'm not being dishonest. But that's why for the next giveaway, Gail's Nugget sailed right through, no problem. She got that. That's why for the next giveaways, instead of, I really like the idea that I had of sending you cons like these that I actually dug out of the creek. But if Customs is going to be a pain about it, I don't want people not getting their stuff. Plus, I've got to repay the shipping, which is pretty expensive to send everything back out again. So that's why we're going with Troubled One Pay Dirt. That way, he's in the States, he's in the U.S. If he has to send them, then he's right there, right? Plus, I don't mind giving Troubled One the business either. Because I was buying, like I don't give away my gold, so I was buying gold to put in my pay dirt, and you know what? It saves me a bunch of hassle. Trouble one makes fantastic tater. It's a win-win for everybody. I don't have to worry about the shipping. Just pay my man Trouble one to do all the hard work. Prime rib and loaded sweet potato. I can't stand sweet potatoes, but prime rib, I'd be all over that. Squirrels Magnet Fishing, how's it going, pal? Yeah, our customs is absolutely terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But I will, when I send you that package, Careless, send you a gem jar in there as well. I've got piles of polished Upers, so not too worried about it. I think there's some Upers on the corner of the table there. And those are Upers in front of the owl there. I mean, that being said, it was U.S. Customs that sent the 2 pay rates back. It wasn't Canada Customs. Our post office is crap, though, I will tell you that much. Nice. I've never looked at Lake Erie for them. I've looked at Michigan before. And I get most of mine in Marathon, Ontario, which is actually where they come from. So, like, you can see the ones in front of the owl. I don't know if you can make them out, but they're very, like, you guys are used to seeing the smooth ones, which are cool. These are what they actually kind of look like before they get tumbled through the Great Lakes. Yeah, no, that was the only way that I knew, because I didn't check the tracking or anything like that. The only way I knew the pay rates came back was they landed at my front door, right? So it's just a load of nonsense trying to pay. You're paying twice every time to ship it again. But, you know, that being said, it is what it is. And I learned my lesson. And this way, like I said, troubled one can send you out. So awesome, Peter. I'll just pay the man and he can do the work. You'll get your stuff a heck of a lot quicker, too. But I know I sent GP and Mama a package, and that had polished rocks in it. And I labeled it as polished rocks, and it went right through. So that's what I'm going to send out those resend out those 2 pay rates as polished rocks. And all right. So that was run number 1. We'll recoup our tailings and we'll do a second run. Yeah, Trouble One has great stuff. I mean, it's a fantastic prize, and what I like about To is Pater. If you look at his, you get a hold of him, he'll make it any way you want, right? So if you're just a beginner, he'll make you beginner. If you're intermediate, you want a challenge bag, he'll do if you like silver, he'll do a heavy metal bag. It's got copper and silver in it. I mean, anything you want, Troubled One will make it for you. So. All right, 23 awesome people watching. We are done run number 1, which is typically when we do another entry. So let's be typical and do another entry. So one number only between 1 and 50. You guys go ahead. All right. Now, the Cali, we're picking numbers, just so you know. Okay. Wrench, you legend. $10 from Wrench. Another $10. What a legend. 10 more entries for the Wrench Meister. How's it going over there, Wrench? Getting through those cons, or? Graham, no, absolutely not. So for the $1 entries, it's so we save it up till we have enough to buy the Pater. And as you know yourself, you don't get 100% of what everybody sends you, unfortunately. But no, you do not have to be present to win. I email out the winners, and I'll put it, like the last time, I put it in a big announcement on my community page, all that good stuff. Knuckle busting numbskulls in the house. Welcome. Wrench still emptying his pants. $38 thumbs up. Awesome, guys. No, the detector one, Careless, will be probably the end of the month. I'm of two minds. Part of me wants to drive some more traffic towards that video to get more entries, because I mean there's a decent amount of people entered, but I mean it is about a $250. Well, it's $250 or $260 Canadian. So it's like about a $200 prize, right? So, but yeah, no, you didn't miss it. Probably, I don't know. I was thinking of doing a Halloween stream, but GP and Mama are doing their Halloween stream, so I'll let them kind of do their thing. A lot of people doing Halloween streams. Anyway is good, Grandma. Honestly, it's whether it's super chat here or via PayPal. I think you have my email address. It really doesn't matter. Um, the only way reason I keep things on here for people is because they can see that other people are getting entries and um, it's all in one place. But obviously, PayPal works too if that's what you want to do. Or you can do nothing too. I appreciate you either way. Yeah, GP. No, I mean you guys. Like if I was to do one, I'd do one around the same time you guys picked. So you know what? You did give me an invite. I could join you on yours as well. I hemmed and hawed, and the only reason I hemmed and hawed, I didn't check my dates for deer camp, um, so I wasn't 100% sure. I don't know what your deer season there is. Here, it's the first 2 full weeks of November, so it could have been technically November 1st, but I didn't. I should have just checked my calendar. But we open November 4th, so I won't be up at the camp on Halloween. Well, I didn't miss it, Grammy. You might have timed out, but no, you don't have to be present to win in any way. Any way is fine. Anytime I do I've done them before on the live streams. Like when I did the giveaway live streams, I gave out free stickers and stuff like that. For stuff like that, you have to be present to win. But anytime, my attitude with YouTube and some of the giveaways that folks do, and most people, especially in our community, do them really, really well. Is if you're paying for an entry, you shouldn't have to be present to win, right? To me, that would be like buying a lottery ticket and having to watch the drawing, right? I should actually show you guys that number. Sitting here yakking away. That number was 17. Lucky number 17. Hey Wes, how's it going, pal? Nice try. Nice try. A for effort. Florida Storm Chasing Adventures, welcome. Michael, how I see it, wins an entry. What a legend. Yeah, it's Michael. All right. Almost done a full bottle. I don't know what this would have looked like if the wind wasn't blowing so much of it away. I can't tell you there are clumps of bubbles in the backyard though. Uh-oh. A little wind picking up there. Yeah, Joseph, I'll do it again for you someday when it's less windy. Yeah, anyway, it's fine on here. PayPal, whatever. I think you've got my email address. You PayPal me before, so my PayPal is the same as my YouTube email address. allthingscountry74@gmail. But yeah, GP, I'll send you an email. I'm not too worried about it popping up on my channel. I know I find it personally frustrating when YouTubers go live together and the chats are separated, and then you find yourself on stream and you're like, hey, so and so over in my chat wants to know this, right? Or you know, if you want to host, you can host. I'll join, and we'll do it on your channel. It's fine. I think it was Halloween, a Wednesday or a Thursday this year. I should remember these things. But auto drip system. I think it kind of. I do think. Like, I don't know. We'll try again one day when it's less windy. I do think at some point you're going to max out on the bubbles, right? You're going to get to a point where you just can't have any more bubbles on the screen. We have had some wicked flyaways. I did almost take one right to the melon. We've had them land on the sluice. I've got them flying through the backyard, so it has been pretty decent. Oh, yeah, normally same careless. That's the only thing I miss about living in town is Halloween. I used to love dressing up and passing out candy to the kids. I don't get any. I used to have a neighbor down the road, and his kid was when his kid was little. Um, nice young man. He has Down syndrome, and he used to come and walk my dog for me every day and stuff like that. And rather than his parents taking him out, they used to bring him here, and I just make him this massive big bag of candy and give him that. But it's not the same as having all the kids come out in the costumes. The 30 seconds, I'll schedule it for then, Joseph. There you go, squirrels. You can also try, you know, pay dirt. A lot of people learn using gold pay dirt. Thank you, Wes. It is fairly solid, but we're doing a full bottle today, so I was kind of expecting more. But like I said, we've had some flyaways. I dodged them a few times. Those will make good shorts, but you get a bubble machine too that makes like not like the Suds bubbles, that makes the great big bubbles. Yeah, that's what I said, Wes. I'm gonna join. I'll join on GPs. I don't have a costume or anything. I'll have to get something. No, Joseph, they make bubble machines that you just load the bubbles into, and they just and some water, and they just do their thing, right? I could probably rig something up with the aquarium pump, though. Joseph's costume is an aquarium pump. I don't know what that means exactly, but it sounds pretty funny. Yeah, Wes, the head's holding up fine. Holding up really well. The only thing that's wrong with it at all, I don't know if you guys can notice, it's got a little tiny bit of a warp in it here. And that's my fault. I did a live stream and I had actually left my sluice outside on a really hot day. Just a tiny little bow here, nothing hardly at all. Runs absolutely perfect. Mentally unstable hit. There you go. Hey, Carl, welcome, pal. Miller Outdoors, good to see you. I'm shoveling into a full tailings bucket here. The Legend of Maine, says GP. I do notice though that when I am changing the tailings bucket, I'm instantly getting a lot more suds than I normally would. Miller Outdoors in with the 3 smackers. What a legend. 3 more entries for Miller into the upcoming pay dirt draw. Awesome. Valhalla's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, Wes. I mean, cool idea, but honestly, totally my fault for leaving it outside. But it runs perfect, and the clips are. I've had it in my pack. I've dropped my pack. I've landed on it. Things been awesome. Another 5 for Miller. What a legend. 5 more entries towards that awesome Trouble to One bag of pay dirt. Paul C for $3 for the pay dirt. 3 entries. You're a legend. You just made the list again. Have a good one, Vester. Howdy, 403. Good to see you, folks. Fellow Canadian prospector. Careless, you legend. 2 for Careless, 2 for Aaron. Aaron, 2. And 1 more. Tell you what we're going to do. Careless. The next, oh no, that doesn't sound good. You want to go to someone who doesn't have one. Let me take a look. Kind of hard to see who's not on the list and think of everybody. Super Chat's the easiest way for me to keep track of everything, 403. PayPal to my address works well, good as well. All things country 74 at the Gmails. Careless 2, Aaron 2. So I got one entry from Careless, 20 from GP. What a legend. Giving a mama bird after all those years, eh? So we'll give those to mama. 20 entries for mama. Mega Dog. There you go, Careless. Very generous of you. Mega Dog gets an entry, courtesy of our girl, Careless. Well, the bottle's less than a third full. It's like maybe 1/6 full. I've been kind of conserving it, to be honest with you, because with them blowing away, I don't want there to ever be no bubbles, right? 403 in with 14 bucks, 14 entries, sir. You just made the list. Thanks, Legend. Appreciate you, pal. Yeah, that's what's left in the bubbles right there. And Wes, you absolute legend. 5 GP, 5 Mama Bird, 5 Careless, and 5 for the West Dog himself. Thanks, pal. Appreciate you. Yeah, 403. I'll when we do the giveaway, I notify everybody. So you'll get a notification. It'll be on my community tab. Plus, I'll find your email on Google as well. I looked really quick, Careless, at the list. I'm pretty sure everyone here has at least one that I could see. I don't think Squirrel's magnet fishing is. That's a good call. Lucy Warren's World. Welcome in, Lucy. Good to see you. AAA, I'm pretty sure you're on. I can check really quick. Oh yeah, well, I don't see any entries for AAA like from Super Chats, pal. But you do get one for get this. I don't remember what level member you are, but I think you're a country bump. But you get it for every dollar your membership costs you. You get a free entry. So you definitely have some that way. Joseph, cost-effective bubbles. Don't worry about it, pal. These are actually my favorite ones. These grapefruit smelling ones, and I get them at the dollar store for $2 for the full thing. Two for Alaskan from Careless, you legend. Thank you so much, Careless. Got him. He has been gotten. Yeah, I could try Wes. I mean, it's a very, very small bow right here, right in the center. That's it. It's not like it's curved up or anything like that. It may look on camera too like it's sitting a little high. It actually has actually run a small shim underneath it right now. The only reason I do that is I rocker guarded the top of my sluice, so when I use it without a header, it works as an indicator mat. So I don't want that getting like scrubbed off with the header. So I run a little shim underneath as well. Yogi is in the house. Welcome, Yogi. It's good to see you, my friend. Just a Yogi doing burpees in his basement. Probably one of the best YouTube names ever. Yogi runs some great live streams, and it's just folks chatting and chatting about. There's a lot of what I like to call topic chat. So the topic of today is this, or what are your thoughts on this? Never anything stupid or political. Always good, thought-provoking type stuff. Really good live streams. Very chill. In case you folks haven't noticed, I kind of like chill. Have a good one, Michael. Thanks for swinging by today, buddy. And thank you so much for the super chat. Very much appreciated, pal. Malithian, how's it going, my friend? Yeah, this is chill. People have told me that my live streams put them to sleep. I don't really always know what to say to that. I think Prairie is on the list with a free entry, a guest entry, if I remember correctly. on 2001. I'm doing good, pal. I've been doing a lot of fishing, getting ready for hunting season, getting the house ready for the winter. Which, as much as I hate to say that, is a necessary evil. Careless, with holy smokes, careless. Two for Yogi, two for Perry, and one for Mid. Gotcha. What a legend. Dirty Mag Anchors is in the house. Good to see you, man. Melithian. I had to scroll up myself, Carlos. Don't feel bad. Andy's Candy is in the house. Good to see you, man. All right, we're going to full send the rest of these bubbles, folks. I'm going to make sure we got a completely full bottle done. I'll see you, legend. Two for Careless, two for Aaron. You guys are so generous. That's awesome. So I think I've told you guys the way things work with the entries is some of I keep a little bit and I give most of it out. The entries, what I'm buying with all these entries for myself is a fishing rod. So I was out fishing. I don't know how many of you saw my recent fishing video, but where I fish on this lake, there's a narrow strip that goes down by the road, and I didn't put it on camera because I didn't want to ask the guy's permission that when it happened. I caught a fish. So I laid my fishing rod down and the tip was sitting out on the road, and this poor guy comes up while I'm taking up off my fish, and he was just he's a handicapped fella. He was on a mobility scooter, and he was so curious and excited to see what I had caught. He pulls in this mobility scooter and ran right across the tip of my fishing rod, snapped it in half. I'd only had it for about 3 weeks. It was like $100 fishing rod. But, yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to replace my medium action fishing rod. Kind of felt bad, and like the guy offered to pay for it. And, I said, well, it's kind of pretty much half my fault. I left my rod laying out on the road. And, he didn't look like he had a lot of money. Plus, he was handicapped on top of that. And I couldn't take money from him, but just say I said a couple choice words under my breath. Okay, welcome, pal. Hanslaw in the house. I've seen some of your emails, pal. I'll have to take a look. Holy smokes, Wrench, you legend. Under $10 for a wrench. Wrench going after it. honestly, I don't know why I keep writing these down. YouTube does a really good job of keeping track of it, and it even shows your comments for those of you that want to send it to other people. But I'm just neurotic about it. I don't want to lose anybody's entries. James Christmas in the house. Welcome, James. Oh, Wes, man. Sorry I missed your comment earlier. I scrolled back up. It is amazing weather, Paul. Um, yeah, losing your parents isn't easy. I know my dad, he's got some health issues. He's got severe kidney issues. He's on dialysis and stuff. And having, dealt with them the last couple of years, their lives are changing as well. It's rough. It's rough. Now I appreciate, definitely keep you in my thoughts this time of year. You know, I mean, my dad's still around. This will be his 81st birthday. Will be this year. But Father Time, no one escapes alive, man. You got to live your life while you can. Oh boy, metal detectors on the fritz. Was it a speaker issue you had? Dental surgery, I don't envy anybody. I absolutely hate going to the dentist. I religiously go for my cleanings because I hate anything other than, I don't even like, I despise getting the cleanings, to be honest, but I don't like all the other stuff, so. Speaker busted. Those Mind Labs, man, that's the first thing that always goes on those. And they make good gear. Like Mind Labs metal detectors are some of the best out there. But I was on, I think it was Monardo Rob's stream one day, and he was mentioning how good the customer service was because he sent some of the detectors back. Like he's dealt with them like 5 or 6 times for speaker issues. Andy, $4. You legend. 2 from Andy. Excuse me, 2 from Andy. 2 for Prairie. What a legend. Andy's a fantastic community member. Yeah, that's it. Like they're still they have a great warranty and great customer service, but it's nice to have those things, but you'd really wish, their stuff wouldn't break. A lot of people seem to have those speaker issues with the Mind Labs. And they're also now one of the few companies out there that aren't converting to allow you to use Bluetooth headphones, right? They want their own proprietary things, so you have to buy their Mind Lab headphones, which kind of sucks. But they are fantastic detectors. I think we could squeeze the rest into that tailings bucket. I'm not going to change it. Findex. I've heard good things about them, actually. Don't have any experience with them or haven't really seen them, so. I don't know about you, Paul, but I mean, I don't see a lot. I don't run into many people metal detecting here. Or Canslaw, Paul K is also Canadian. Typically I go to the park and there's nobody there. I don't think I've seen more than 5 metal detectors in my life, and most of them were at beaches. Maybe because the ground's frozen here 4 or 5 months of the year that people don't think to get a metal detector. But oh yeah, you're looking to invest in your first sluice. Carl's your man. Carl's like Mr. Green Man. And I'm running a Gold Hog here, which I also love, but you can't go wrong with Dream Mat. And somebody can fill me in. I heard rumors that Gold Hog's not doing so well, but that could be a lot of BS. I know a lot of things get said in small communities, and oh, no worries, Joseph. We'll do that again for sure. And the wind is all dying down now, but yeah, Gold Hog has some fantastic stuff, Wes, but I don't know. I don't know if I heard it wasn't about their like them going out of business or anything, but something about them being behind on orders and running out of products and having trouble sourcing materials. I'm not 100% sure. I got that money from my auction still put away for my high banker, and I was thinking of saving up some more money to get the Gold Hog system. Kind of like the one I think Gold Hog has one that you can you hook a dredge up to. For caution, you're headed for 5. I've got 4, and I got a high banker coming soon, so I'm right up there. Yeah, you guys do well with that, right? I've seen you guys using that in your videos and stuff, and in your shorts and that. It looks. John R. That thing is a beast. I think he's got additions onto his as well. Like, nice. The only thing, so Wrench, question for you: when you guys bought your Gold Hogs, were you able to design your own mat, or do you? Like, I know you're able to buy their mat and design your own, but will they let you design the mat that comes with it? Because I love their matting, and I have a design kind of in mind where I want to arrange their mats. Yeah, the wind calmed down quite a bit. Can slides blowing bubbles all over the freaking yard and in my face, and it's not heavy. Aaron's got the same sluice that I do, Taylor, so it doesn't weigh that much. It doesn't weigh that much. Must be all the gold he has in there. I am Zaxon's in the house. Welcome, Zach. Good to see you, pal. The cleanest yard in cleanest yard in Canada, technically. But yeah, certainly some of the cleanest gold equipment with all these bubbles running through it. That's for sure. John R needs an axle and a tow ball on his just about. He could load that thing from the road from the Prius, I think. I laugh. John R is, hey, Graham McKay, good to see you. Welcome back. John R's come a long way in his prospecting. This has been John's first year, and I followed him all throughout the year, and he asked me for a few tips here and there, as he's probably asked a lot of you guys, and he's doing really well. But the one thing that really irked me when John first started, that he's become way better at, is that prospecting is a numbers game, right? The more material you can put through your equipment, the more gold you're going to find, you know. And when John first started, I don't know if anyone remembers, he would dig a hole like 20 yards over there and run his high banker here, and you'd be running back and forth with shovels. It would drive me absolutely nuts. Part of that because I'm an industrial engineer, and it's kind of what I do is to design processes that make it easy for people. But have a good one, Miller. Thanks for swinging by. Yeah, some places people will steal anything shiny, you think? Well, you know what? I will say this. Um, Obviously, I like Aaron and I love Aaron's channel. But there's one thing about Aaron that everyone notices is he's very persistent. Yeah, 4 inch would be nice, especially like you, Rich, because you go to a lot of the get-togethers and stuff where you may have multiple people loading it as working it as well, right? All right. So we're gonna draw for another entry, guys, and I'm gonna come back and we will pan out our mat and see what we got. So I'll get everyone to pick one number only between 1 and 50. Cross out the 17 that I wrote down last time. And we'll write down another number. Go ahead. One number between 1 and 50. Hey, Specs Appeal. Good to see you, Specs. Thanks for making it out. Numbers between 1 and 50, Specs, so 71's not going to win her today. Go ahead and pick another number. G-Man Gold Digger's in the house. You can pick a number, Specs. Win yourself an entry, get some awesome gold pater. You can do it with your neighbor. Can't pick all the numbers. It doesn't work that way. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Go ahead and pick your numbers. Talk amongst yourselves. Hmm. Gotta feed the Joseph beast. Joseph only drinks when he's working, he said. All right, so we will do this one. I'll do one extra entry at the end just for the hell of it. The number was 43. 43. I drink at work too, Joseph, but I'm also self-employed, so there's that. Wes on the button with 43. And Plow Dog. Holy smokes, that Plow Dog's lucky. That's an entry for Wes and an entry for Plow Dog. Congratulations, boys. All right, so let's see here. Got leaves and crud in my pants. I think the smart money. Nah, I've never done anything smart. We used up all the dish soap, so now I'm figuring out how I'm going to get some suds in my panning water. We're not running tailings anymore, so I could take this tailings bucket out. And we know that has tons of suds in it. Way more than we need. Bad noise. Bad noise alert. Well, we'll take some of this water. There we go. Yeah, the water is actually a little pink. That is definitely good in sudsy. Oh, wow. Loaded up on the pyrite, that's for sure. Get the mat back in the bubble maker. That's good enough. Yeah, there we go. Popcorn time. It's always popcorn time. I absolutely love microwave popcorn. Prospector Jason E. Miner, welcome, pal. Yeah, Mandy, we went through a whole bottle of bubbles today, just for the hell of it. A special. Can you make them shoot out the top, Wes? That would be sweet. Quite a bit of suds in the water right now. No worries about the small gold floating away today. Give you guys a look at the amount of pyrite in that pan. Crazy amounts of pyrite in there. Miss you too, G-Man. I've run into you on a few streams, bro. G-Man's always out and about. Glad we started early because we're definitely losing daylight. I'm running a bit late as well. Man, those are black. That's good. Paint a pan, but it's good. As far down as I want to take it in this pan, we'll switch it over to the finishing pan. Hold on. And we're starting to see some gold pop too. That's good. No nuggets. They'd be peeking out the top by now. A couple of wiry looking pieces. That's cool. I will show you guys in a second. It's panning a little weird. With all the soap in there, the water is almost like syrupy consistency. Well, more so than usual anyways. I'll keep everything in the pan. I'm going to have to redo it on my own time when I'm with some water with a lot less dish soap in it. This stuff is actually thick. Nice flaky and wiry pieces. Awesome. There we go. Don't know if you guys can make that out from there. I will bring you guys in for a better look though. Still live, TO. We'll be wrapping it up shortly. We just finished panning everything out. Bring you guys in for a look. All right, guys. Before I give you guys a look, let's do one more entry. Since we're also running out of daylight here. actually had more cons than normal, so it took me a while to go through them, plus adding all those extra bubbles. $30 teeth at once. Ouch. That sucks. So guys, one number between 1 and 50. Go ahead. You guys can't even see the bottom of the sluice anymore. It's getting there, Careless. It's getting close, but if the wind hadn't died down, now we're getting an idea what this could have looked like if we didn't have wind blowing it everywhere. But holy smokes, that's a lot of bubbles. All right, so we'll have to go through it. Only your first guess counts. Garlic shrimp. I could go for some garlic shrimp. Might run into downtown and grab some Chinese food tonight. I didn't take anything else for supper, actually. All right, so if people guess multiple guesses, it's only your first number that counts. Number was 31. 31. Texas Roadhouse is good. I've been there before. That's awesome. Plow Dog again and an Alaskan Assassin. There you go. That Plow Dog. I don't know if he's got a camera behind me somewhere, that guy, or what's going on, but holy smokes. Yeah, Plow Dog and Alaskan Assassin. Congratulations, boys, on your entries. We are losing daylight here fast. So I should bring you guys in so you can see the gold. Karen Hunt's in the house. Welcome, Karen. Rigged. Someone's always got to yell rigged. Usually it's me, but I just don't do it on my own stream, right? The water actually thickened, Joseph. I could tell when I was panning it's not flowing as easy, and material's not moving around as easily. That's why you can't really see. I'll bring you guys in for a look. You'll notice there's a lot more stuff in the bottom of my pan that I didn't dump off because I don't have a whole lot of confidence that I actually got everything. So I kept it in the pan. So later I'll pan it out inside at my panning station with some thinner water with a lot less bubbles in it. All right. Let's give you guys a look at that gold. There we go. Nice haul today. And you can see down the bottom, I've got a lot more cons and black sand left in there than I normally do. Because I don't have a whole lot of confidence that I got everything, but nice amount of gold. Let's take a minute to take a step back here and appreciate what that panning station looks like with all those bubbles. Let's see, we have some landing in the backyard. I think they drifted off around the corner though, for the most part. But yeah, good amount of gold. Probably somewhere between 0.2 and 0.25 if I had to guess. A man and his bubbles. Yeah, they're very, I know I say this every stream, but my gold is very flaky. It's been through a trauma, the stuff that a trauma has missed. So I do find quite a bit of wire gold because it's oddly shaped, and a lot of flaky gold, which made it hard today with that really, really thick water, but yeah, we went heavy on the bubbles today. But that was fun. I will do it again. I'm hoping we can rerun the big sluice again for the next one. I want to run it as many times as I can before the weather gets too bad, because when it gets really, really cold, it's a lot easier for me to run my little sluice into here, like I did last week. We have some special cons that I've prepared, so that I've got enough to do live streaming through the winter until we can get more cons. We blew through a bucket today. I didn't classify it and take the small stuff out. But, Aqua Donkey, how's it going, pal? Just finished our cleanup. Not quite what you had today, but some nice stuff. Somebody was going live at 6. I can't remember who. So we're wrapping it up. Make sure that I'm not. I try as much as possible not to step on people's toes. I know there's a lot of us, so it does get difficult at times, but we all do our best. But yeah, the viscosity, that's the word I was looking for. The $5 word from Prairie Prospecting. The water's not as viscous as it should be. It's really thick and soupy with all that dish soap in it. But anyway, guys, I want to thank everyone for coming in. I've got some more videos coming out. I've got, like I said, 2 or 3 prospecting videos to edit. I've got another fishing video. I'm planning to actually be live fishing this week if you guys want to join me. No pressure. It may be a pop-up. I may schedule it depending on what the weather looks like. But the fish bite has been really good, that I'm confident that I can go out on a live and not get skunked and catch nothing in front of everybody, which would make for a really long stream. But other than that, hope to see you there. If not, I'll be back here hopefully next Sunday doing some more of this. Maybe blow through another bottle of bubbles, depending on if it's not windy. I'd like to see what happens running through a whole bottle without the wind taking everything off all the time. I will cancel out. I've definitely checked my email. Again, I want to thank everyone for watching, all you folks that are so supportive, that come here week in and week out. Everybody in the gold community that I enjoy watching. The Wrenches, the JPs, the Careless and Aaron, all those guys. PA is on tonight as well, I believe. All you folks, I want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting me. And I look forward to going out to your lives and supporting you guys as well. Again, cheers, guys. Thanks again for coming, and we'll catch you on the next one. Maybe even some fishing. Cheers.